Hello everyone and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Stellaris with the Bakturian Collective. I've been doing a bit of thinking. That's a dangerous thing to do, I'm aware, but still, I have been wondering if this alliance is actually a bad idea. Because here's the thing that I've discovered, right? So alliances cost me political influence just to be in one. -2 just by default. I thought it was going to cost me more because I'm a militarist, but maybe that's only for fanatic militarists, I'm not too sure. Either way, I am spending influence to be in an alliance with some pretty pathetic weaklings that can't do much of anything to anyone. They are not going to be helpful in a war, and all they are doing is hamstringing my ability to declare wars on my own because I have to have votes for everything I do, which is not so good. So, they're not helpful, and they're slowing me down, and they're costing me influence. Now, on top of that, though, there is a way to get around this. I could instead stick with this alliance and say, hey, let's form a federation. If I form a federation, I no longer will pay the cost. But, leadership of the federation will rotate between its members every 10 years. So what that means is, let's suppose I start off as the president of the Federation, I can rule for 10 years, and the president can do whatever he wants. There is no vote. The president acts with impunity. I can declare wars, I can do anything. And then, after 10 years, it rotates to the next member, and they can do whatever they want, and I just have to sit back and say, okay, I'll help you out, I'm part of the Federation, I'll be useful, and then to them, and so on. So every 10 out of 40 years, I would be able to do whatever I want. 10 out of 40 years, that's 25% of the time that I will actually be able to do whatever I want to do. I don't know. There's an argument to be made that a federation could be worthwhile. I mean, fighting every 10 years and having 30 years of downtime to expand is not necessarily a bad strategy. It's just, if I'm going to do that, I don't think I want to have these pathetic little weaklings holding me back. So no, I don't think being in this alliance is a good idea. I think it is worth getting rid of this entirely if I can. Something to think about. Now, for now, I do think that I want to go to war with some neighbors, release some little guys, either vassalize them or ally them instead, probably vassalize, and then feed them the entirety of their species. Actually, what would happen if I release a vassal? Release subject. I think they would still be extremely angry at me if I did that, right? I'm trying to decide, is there a way that I could, for example, conquer this one world, vassalize them so that nobody else can invite them to an alliance, feed them the entirety of their species, then release them as an ally and say, hey, let's form a federation with you, and let's say you, right? Because I'll have vassalized and then fed them the entirety of their species, then just release all three, form a federation, and now I have some really powerful allies. Is that something you can even do? I don't know. I don't think it'll work. So either way. Yeah, I didn't realize alliances would work the way they did. I kind of regret it. It should have occurred to me that there was some sort of balance mechanic that I should be worried about because there are no relationship limits. But I didn't know, and now I'm going to be paying the price for it. So, okay. I've also decided, by the way, I've taken a look at some of the researches and stuff, like the different technologies on the Stellaris wiki. We are about as technologically advanced as I really want to be. I'm not even kidding. We've got almost all of the weapons developed that I actually want already. You know, we can't upgrade our plasma throwers and stuff any more than we already have. Let's see. Yeah. These plasma cannons are already maxed out. The phase disruptors are maxed out. I believe my torpedoes and my point defense are maxed out. My tachyon lances, I think there may be one more upgrade somewhere. We haven't found that yet. Basically, I just need to upgrade the shields, and I've already got the best power I can have. I've got the best armor. I've got the best shields on the way right now. You know, how much more do we want to sit back on this building tall thing? I think it's almost time that we just start rapid expanding. We have a huge technological advantage. What I'm lacking is the massive force limit and the economy to just conquer the galaxy. So I don't know. I did change a little bit as far as the ship design types, the upgrade of torpedoes, and so on. Pretty much everything I could want, I think, is done. Now, one thing that's unfortunate is just because of the way that things got renamed, these two battleships here that are howitzer class or they were howitzer class, I'm going to upgrade them, and they're automatically going to try to upgrade to Inquisitor class instead. You can see there here that they're Imdigus class instead. They're supposed to be the howitzer. But apparently, if I upgrade a ship, I can't tell them specifically what class to upgrade to, which is a really dumb feature, I believe. I think you should be allowed to tell them, hey, I want to retrofit my ship, or upgrade my ship to this kind of class. But for some reason, it does not let you specify. And I'm not too sure why. We are upgrading these ships. Should I have passed the Grand Fleet policy? Yeah. Let's pass it real quick. I don't know if it's actually going to do anything retroactively. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But we'll see. In the meantime, I'm upgrading the fleet. We should see a big increase in our power pretty soon. I do want to start building some more little corvettes. Oh. One thing I did notice, by the way. We had a conversation about this. So, Polbrill. I had wondered before why this little sector, for some reason, seems unable to, where are you? Here you are. Seemed unable to make use of the Aurelium power plant, and says that they don't have sufficient resources. But on the planet itself, it has the Aurelium power plant, and that's using up this Aurelium right here. So really, this guy needs 2 in order to be functional. Unfortunately, I don't see a second one anywhere nearby. So that's a problem. I could hand them off like a couple little things. I could hand them like this planet and make its way over to Hoof, and that would be fine. Or alternatively, I can just say, you know what? Never mind, I apologize. This is not what we wanted after all. Why don't you build, let's say, an observatory? Sure. An observatory will get me a lot more physics. Just do that instead. Alright. Anilam. I need to build some cherub classes, right? That has my point defense? I think so. Well, wait. This one has an Aurelium power plant. Do the cherub class only have point defense? They also have a plasma cannon, so it doesn't really matter if I build them in a place with explosives. The Harpies should be built somewhere with explosive damage. These also can be built anywhere I want. Gorgon. Alright, so we need some Gorgons and Cherubs. Let's do that. I'm going to build a couple of you. You're already building... What is this? You're upgrading the ships. Never mind. In Glugbath, then... Well... I really need to have engineering bays everywhere, because ship upkeep is by a long shot my most expensive economic drain. Well, so is station maintenance, but... yeah, getting the engineering bay is going to be kind of a necessity. Fleet academies would also be really good. Which I don't have pretty much anywhere else, unfortunately. So I guess this is kind of the place that I want to be building things then. So, okay. Just build some stuff into, build some point defense ships that can defend me against torpedoes and missiles, and we will be in a much, much better position, I think. Alright. So I'm curious how much stronger these guys are going to get once I have successfully upgraded all of their weapons and their shields and armor and so on. I have decided, by the way, that I think that armor penetration is the best weapon type in the game right now. Torpedoes are good with their shield penetration. It really is quite good. I like them. They're especially good against players, I think, in a multiplayer scenario. But if I'm reading the AI correctly, based on what I'm seeing them try to do when I do my automatically shipbuilding, they like to focus a lot on armor, especially on the big ships. And that's a huge amount of damage reduction. So getting a ton of armor penetration itself can be pretty darn good. Alright, so we just gained another 2,000 power or so there. If I tell these guys to enter orbit and upgrade, it's automatically going to upgrade, whether I like it or not, to the wrong class. Right? Waiting for spaceport to... oh, this guy's upgrading first. Never mind. Yeah, upgrading to an Inquisitor class. I can't tell it what to do, as far as I'm aware. I can rename the ship, but that's not helpful. I can't click on this to change which one's building. I have yet to see a single button that allows me to change it. So whether I like it or not, we're going to get more Inquisitor classes with the shield reduction. It's kind of unfortunate. That's not what I would have wanted, but there you go. Ship hull points is okay. Yep, let's go ahead and grab that. Yeah, seriously though, I really have gotten, like, all the tech that I could possibly want, I think. I really have. So, I'm not sure that we want to continue expanding and building tall with only, like, 8 planets in total. I think now might be the time to start aggressively expanding, building up the force limit, getting a ton of planets producing nothing but energy, and just dominate. Dominate everything around me. And forget the freaking alliances. Alliances do nothing.
Upgraded. Construction
Ships
complete.
upgraded already? Wow, that was quick. Okay. Well, let's start mixing in a little bit of point defense. You guys will all get together, group up. So we're looking at a good 13,000 power there, which is okay. Not too bad. Adding in the point defense is going to be huge for our survivability, though. Big fan of that. We have plenty of corvettes, but
Construction complete.
I don't know, I guess I'll get a couple bit more. Alright, other things we can do. Let's see, there's not much we need to do here. We can upgrade our food. I have yet to figure that out. We don't need to upgrade our food, though. We are draining energy on this planet. Habitability, minerals, not that important. For you guys, well, I could get rid of this and replace it. I don't think I need this food. Well, let me think. Hang on. 6 is what it says here. But is that correct? Because really it's generating 6.7. So it's rounding down, not rounding up. So yeah, getting rid of this and replacing it might be completely fine, and that's what I'm going to do. We already have a power hub here, so I guess we might as well get some more power plants, because really if there's anything I need right now, it's just power. Tons and tons of power to fund my war machine. Alright. These guys need more food and stuff. They're working on power. We just don't have enough pops here anymore. They've all migrated. This can get upgraded, I guess. We could upgrade the food here. These guys have nothing to do. Ah, good grief, I can't keep up. Alright, power's more important than minerals. Go ahead and build that. You might be wondering then, why am I not building a ton more research? Because, really, I just need the power. I really, really need the power. I think we should consider also continuing to genetically modify my species. Make them as resilient as possible. Take away some of their negative traits. Let's see. These guys still exist with their solitary. I wish I could specifically say only show my species. But okay. I don't care about the migration time and the resettlement cost, so that's not really something worth getting rid of to me. But getting rid of the solitary is worthwhile to me. We have some Dorbolans that are also solitary. A lot of them, actually. I suspect that is our vassal, though. We'll probably deal with that later. So for now, let's look at the Bakturians. Let's spend our... we could accept the fact that we have solitary and instead make them, like, societal research geniuses. We could do that instead, if we want to. Is it worth saying you have less happiness, but you are 15% better at generating society research? Actually, maybe. Other species happiness? No. Growth time? No. Enduring? No. Ooh. Strong. What's another 5% happiness going to do for me on, let's say, Ilam? I don't think it would hurt. Let's see. It doesn't appear that it would change. If I switch these pops around with 5% happiness, it doesn't appear to change anything as far as what they're producing. I'm not convinced, then, that the extra happiness is that important to us. Maybe, then, it would be better to make them geniuses at society research so that I can grow them faster, modify species faster. Natural sociologists? Maybe. Alternatively, what are we generating the most of? We're generating a fair bit of engineering here, physics. We've got a bit of a balance of a few things here and there. Why aren't these fully upgraded? Why can't I upgrade them further? Oh, Empire Capital Complex. Yeah, that only can happen on your capital world, I think. So 3 is the highest we're able to build. We are generating a fair bit of society, but also physics and engineering and all sorts of other stuff. Would I be willing to replace some of these with more society in order to take advantage of their bonus? Because that's what I would want to do. Maybe? Okay, yeah, I think we upgrade them that way instead. I don't think that the happiness is going to matter too much. I do, however, think that the extra society output could be good for our own technological growth, and so we can speed up modifying other species in the future. It's going to cost a lot to do this. I don't even think it's worth doing on Burga. What do we have on Burga? What do they do? They do engineering. Actually, both of them do engineering. That's funny. So then, Bakturian, modify. On Burga, you guys will be engineering experts. Natural engineers.
Situation log updated.
And then for the rest of you, I don't have enough trait points to spend. What? I only said to do that on one planet, right? I thought so. Maybe I can only do that one at a time. It won't take long. So let's go ahead and make our Bakturians into natural engineers on Burga, and the rest we'll try to make into sociologists. I think that will work. Notice, by the way, that these point defense things do not add a lot of military power. That's completely fine with me. They are adding a ton of defense. If I look at this ship, you can see we have 3 Guardian point defense modules on here. It does a little bit of damage, but mostly it just shoots down torpedoes. That's what we care about. Protect the battleships and the cruisers so that they can beat the crap out of everyone. Alright. We, once again, are having trouble with... Actually, building maintenance is the highest thing. Why is building maintenance going up? Oh! It's because we just finished integrating, right? It hasn't updated my borders yet.
Project complete.
It should. Hello? There it is. Okay. Okay. That... Wow. That is... Wow. Very expensive. It turns out. Hi, second task force. Who are you? Why can't I... Missing in action. What do you mean, missing in action? I'm confused. But okay. Send the ships over here. Well... This is a lot more pop to deal with. I am sure my science production has just plummeted into nothingness. They do have the recently conquered modifier, which is unfortunate. These guys are unemployed for some reason. We do need more energy. I'm going to deactivate some things here. They're not generating a lot, and they are generating, taking a lot of energy away from me. I want to keep this. Oh good, another Empire Capital Complex. Nice. So if I'm going to conquer other worlds and vassals, then I want them to build this before I do it. Because otherwise it's impossible to get those things. How are you doing on food? We'll keep that active. Alright, keep everything else going. Cool, let's upgrade. Upgrade. You're resettling for some reason. Not sure why. Upgrade all of those. Upgrade all of those. Okay. We have, by the way, maxed out our economic research, I think. We have as high of a energy production as we can. We've unlocked all of those buildings. Let's go ahead and upgrade everything involving energy for now. It's going to cost me a lot. I'll keep you running. You're a robot. Power hub. You cannot effectively generate energy, I think. You're droid. Deactivate. 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 All this stuff. It's draining my energy, man. Can't have that. And on this ocean world... Deactivate, deactivate. Actually... Man, they really... The AI does not prioritize growing their buildings very rapidly at all, do they? No, sir, they do not. They're terrible at upgrading their buildings. Abysmal, in fact. You have not got a planetary capital here yet. Let's go ahead and construct that. I don't think switching this around is going to change. It does actually give me a little bit more energy. Okay. We are going to be bleeding energy for a little bit here. This is a problem. And the fact that I have so many planets over my limit is killing my energy production. So I do need to hand things off to sectors if I want to survive. This planet, I think, is about as good as we're going to get it. I can hand this one off to a sector, this sector specifically, and I think we're going to be just fine. Go down here, manage sector. I don't suppose... Nah, I don't need to worry about that. Okay. Let's hand you this, this, and this. Okay. That seems fine. Is there anything else I need to give you? I don't want to give you my energy. You have to pick up the cost for these research stations. I think you'll be fine. Alright. I could give you this one as well, actually. You don't need the Irilium necessarily, but... Well, you might, actually. And you would have to pay for the cost of these things. Okay. I'll hand you that as well. Finish. Okay, I still need to get rid of 2 more planets. This one, right here, needs to get handed off to a sector. I'm trying to think how intelligently to do this. Hand them this, and this. Make them pay for all of those. I think we'll just hand them all that. I don't need to hand them anything else here, though. I want to keep the Bakturian Power Stone, Bakturian Stone for myself. So that's done. And then I have still too many worlds. This planet is in the Poblina area, right? No, it's way down here. Never mind. This one. I think we'll hand this one off. Which I'm not especially happy about, but I think we should. Yeah, I do think we should. You can clear this stuff yourself. I'm going to tell you to build basic science labs there. I don't need minerals, so I'm going to go ahead and build some things here. Just kind of block off these tiles so they don't have a lot to do. They can't do much of anything else. If I don't allow the redevelopment, I think that will work. And then, yeah, I need to hand this planet off as well. So in this sector, manage, add. I will also give you this. Well, that's a pretty good ocean world. Apparently, once you've clicked the button, even before you hit finish, you have to spend influence to remove it. So if I ever click this plus, I better hope that I had an influence. I want to make that happen, because... See, I would think you don't lock in the changes until you hit finish. But no. Apparently, that's not how it works. Okay, well, I guess they have that then. Alright, so sectors have changed around. We are now back to being okay. We're now generating some energy. We don't know where the heck you are. I need to find you. Where do you think you are? In Pollux? Go here. Find them. Find them and assert control, please. We'll deal with that next time, though. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.